Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you for checking us out. My name is Scassi Romani, and today things are gonna get a little spooky. So first and foremost, I want to welcome you all into the Libra season. It is now Libra season, and that means horror, duh. Today, it's all about horror movies on Netflix. Get some popcorn, get your apple cider, get some tea, whatever you prefer, and tune in. So the first horror movie that we're going to be speaking about is called Sinister. There is Sinister 1 and 2, both on Netflix, and I'll speak about both of them. Both of them I do recommend because I feel like you should see the first one and the second one just to get the story. Sinister came out in 2012. This is a horror mystery thriller. Washed up true crime writer Ellison Oswalt finds a box of Super 8 home movies in his new home that suggests the murder that he is currently researching is the work of a serial killer whose work dates back to the 1960s. So this movie is really creepy and eerie. If you have seen Sinister, then you know. So yeah, it's a ghoul type of movie, but this is really, really, really creepy. I do only recommend you to be over 18 to see this movie. It is intense, the first one and the second one. Next up is The Invitation. It came out in 2015. This is a drama mystery thriller, still based in the horror spectrum of everything. A man accepts an invitation to a dinner party hosted by his ex-wife, an unsettling affair that reopens old wounds and creates new tensions. This was really, really creepy, kind of like a cult type of movie feel to it. Not like witchcraft, but it definitely has something to do with the cult lifestyle, these people. Things get really weird. I definitely highly suggest you guys check out The Invitation. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. This came out in 2016. This is a horror mystery thriller. Really eerie, creepy movie. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to rewatch this now that it is the Halloween season, this October season itself. I'm so excited to rewatch this. A father and son, both coroners, are pulled into a complex mystery while attempting to identify the body of a young woman who was apparently harboring dark secrets. So this gets really weird. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but they're coroners and they got this Jane Doe body that came in. And weird things start to happen, guys. It is a really, really eerie movie. You definitely want to cuddle up with someone and watch this. This one is called 47 Meters Down. This came out in 2017. This is an adventure, drama, horror type of movie. There is a part 2. I've seen it, but it wasn't really that good to me. The first one was amazing. Two sisters vacationing in Mexico are trapped in a shark cage by the bottom of the ocean. With less than an hour of oxygen left, and great white sharks circling nearby, they must fight to survive. So it is a shark movie, but this is a really, really good one. It is a more modern, updated version of what we're kind of used to with like Jaws. You'll appreciate this. It doesn't look like cheap effects or anything like that. The effects look really, really good. Storyline is actually great. I highly recommend 47 Meters Down if you're into shark movies. The Witch, which came out in 2015. This is a drama horror mystery. And it is based on a family in the 1630s. New England is torn apart by the forces of witchcraft, black magic, and possession. It is a really eerie film. It is one of those dark, gothy films. I love those films, actually, like on a Sunday that's kind of cloudy, light some candles, it can get a little creepy. So it has that dark feel to it. It has the witchcraft. Weird things start to happen. This is a slow burn, but it's an intense thrill. I do recommend it if you do like slow burns, and if you don't, try it out, give it a chance because it does get eerie after time by time, so highly recommend. The Ritual, which came out 2017. This is a horror mystery thriller. A group of college friends reunite for a trip to the forest but encounter a menacing presence in the woods that's stalking them. This gets really, really creepy. It seems like a hiking trip that went wrong. They took a wrong turn, and you can only imagine what can be inside dark forests and mountains and stuff. So this kind of gives you that idea of being alone in a situation like this. There's no car around. You and your friends are literally hiking and camping, and just you run into the weirdest things, and it gets creepy. So I definitely recommend The Ritual. It's really good. Would You Rather came out in 2012. This is a horror thriller. This was really, really fun. I love like those game type of horror movies, similar to Saw, but this is awesome. Okay, desperate to help her allying brother, a young woman unknowingly agrees to complete a deadly game of Would You Rather, hosted by a sadistic aristocrat. It gets creepy. It gets really sinister, and the things that they have to do, because these people are all desperate and they all want money, so they're up against each other, they're competing against each other, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Check this out, Would You Rather. It is bomb. This one is crazy. The Green Inferno. This came out in 2013. This is an adventure horror, and it actually is written and directed by Eli Roth. He makes really intense films, so you can only imagine, if you are familiar with his work, how extreme this gets. Okay, a group of student activists travel to the Amazon to save the rainforest and soon discover that they are no longer alone and that no good deeds go unpunished. This one's crazy. Just think of the Amazon and like the people that are out there that we have no clue about, the cultures, or even the cannibalism. Okay, if you like cannibal type of movies, check out The Green Inferno. It gets intense, guys. I'm not kidding. It's a great movie though. Check it out. It Comes at Night, which came out in 2017. This is a horror mystery. Secure within a desolate home as an unnatural threat terrorizes the world, a man establishes a tenuous domestic order with his wife and son. Then a desperate young family arrives seeking refuge. So I remember I saw this in theater before I saw it on Netflix. It was really, really good. It is similar to some movies that have recently came out where like you don't know what this is that's after them, but something is after them, and it's creepy and intense. Check it out. It Comes at Night. Watch it with the lights off. Ooh, this one, Hush. This came out in 2016. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this, and if you haven't, like, after this video, go watch this right now. Hush is a horror thriller. This is intense, you guys. It is so exciting. No dull moments. Okay. A deaf and mute writer who retreated into the woods to live a solitary life must fight for her life in silence when a mass killer appears at her window. Ooh, it gets creepy. It gets creepy, okay? Go watch Hush. Another great creepy movie that you just want to watch during the Halloween season. Like, you're gonna want to watch this maybe 3 times during October. It's called Terrifier. This came out in 2016. It's one of my favorite new type of movies. Honestly, I love this, and I will continue to watch this every Halloween season. This is a horror thriller. On Halloween night, Tara Hayes finds herself as an obsession of a sadistic murderer known as Art the Clown. It gets creepy, okay? I know you guys have heard of like clown movies that are whack. This is not whack, okay? This is intense. Go watch Terrifier. And Terrifier 2 actually is supposed to be coming out soon. So I'll let you guys know more information when I find out. Underworld, which came out in 2003. This is an action fantasy thriller. This is one of actually my favorite type of like horror action movies. It's really, really awesome. Celine, a vampire warrior, is entrenched in a conflict between vampires and werewolves while falling in love with Michael, a human who is sought by werewolves for unknown reasons. So this has a mix of the vampires and werewolves. The action, the effects in here, they're actually really, really bomb. They're not like cheap or anything like that. Please check out Underworld. And there's like a series of them too. But the first one is like always just one of the classics that I love to watch. Cam, which came out in 2018. This is a horror mystery thriller. This movie is creepy. It was actually really good. Alice, an ambitious cam girl, wakes up to discover she's been replaced on her show with an exact replica of herself. So it is weird when you think about it. Like, she's a cam girl and like somebody else looking just like her is actually working and like making money, and like it's almost like a ghost, a replica. It's really eerie. Check out Cam. It's really weird. 13 Cameras, which came out in 2015, and there is a 14 cameras. I have seen it, but it is on Netflix. You can check it out. I wasn't really impressed by it, but you definitely can go check it out. So 13 Cameras is a crime drama horror movie. A newlywed couple move into a new house across the country only to find out that their marital issues are the least of their problems. Unknowingly to them, their grim and lavish landlord has been spying on them from day one. The landlord has hidden cameras all through their apartment. It gets really creepy, and it doesn't help that he looks really creepy and ugh, gosh. Train to Busan, which came out in 2016. This is an action horror thriller kind of movie. While a zombie virus breaks out in South Korea, passengers struggle to survive on the train from Seoul to Busan. So this is a zombie type of movie, but it is bomb, you guys. It does have English subtitles, but it is easy to follow along with. It's so interesting. I don't think there was a dull moment. Like, you get the story and you're like latched in. So I do recommend this. I know there's subtitles, but it is bomb, you guys. Check it out. Train to Busan. Before I Wake, which came out in 2016. This is a drama fantasy horror movie. A couple adopted an orphaned child whose dreams and nightmares manifest physically as he sleeps. This gets really creepy. It can be like a really beautiful moment where he's like dreaming of butterflies, or it's like a monster. It's insane how like his nightmares actually manifest and they're actually start like terrorizing their house. Check this out. It's been a while since I've seen this, but I remember I was on edge and I was entertained. So Before I Wake was really, really good. I recommend it. Wildling, which came out in 2018. This is a drama fantasy horror movie. This was good. I actually watched this not even knowing too much about it, and that's kind of the best way to go into some of these movies, is just to hear a little bit of description and just hit play. Really check it out. So a blossoming teenager uncovers the dark secrets behind her traumatic childhood. This gets really weird. I'm not going to spoil it, but she's like, it starts off as like almost like a kidnappy type of movie, like she almost got kidnapped, but it's weird. Check it out, okay, for yourself. I'm not going to spoil it. If I say any more, it'll be done. Emily. She is not someone that you want to babysit your kids at all. This came out in 2015. This is a horror mystery thriller type of movie. A couple's replacement babysitter turns out to be more than they bargained for when she suspects their kids to a series of twisted activities. So yeah, she makes the kids do really crazy, awful things, and she's babysitting and she's a little psycho. That says it all. Go check it out, Emily. The Vault. This came out in 2017. This is a crime horror mystery movie. I watched this with my boyfriend one night and I actually was pleasantly surprised. It was pretty good. Okay, so two estranged sisters are forced to rob a bank in order to save their brother, but this is no ordinary bank. There's things hidden down in the vault that are unexplainable, and they get really creepy. So I'd recommend checking this out. Why not? We Summon the Darkness. This came out in 2019. I actually watched this recently and it was really, really good. I was so entertained. Yeah, me and my boyfriend, we watched it one night and we really liked it. So I highly recommend you guys watching it too. Three best friends embark on a road trip to a heavy metal show where they bond with three aspiring musicians and head off to one of the girls' country homes for an after party. This after party gets crazy. It's nothing what you guys think of. It gets really eerie. I liked it. I really liked the storyline. What Keeps You Alive? This came out in 2018. This is a horror thriller. This is one of like the first like lesbian horror movies I've ever seen. So if you're interested in anything like that, this is awesome. Like, this movie was really, really cool. Majestic Mountains, a still lake, and venomous betrayals engulf a female married couple attempting to celebrate their 1-year anniversary. And this gets really creepy. I loved this movie. I saw this actually a few years back with my ex, but then I rewatched it recently, and it's just so damn good. Watch What Keeps You Alive, guys. It gets crazy. She's psycho. And this is a new release with Netflix. I actually just watched this the other day, and I watched it twice because I wanted to watch it again now that I had saw it and like felt the backstory and things. It was interesting. This is a crime drama thriller, not necessarily like scary, but there are some creepy moments where it is uncomfortable. This just came out too, guys. It's really bomb. Sinister characters converge around a young man devoted to protecting those he loves in a post-war backwoods town teeming with corruption and brutality. A lot of murder, a lot of gore, and things like that in this. Check it out, okay? The Devil All the Time. It just came out. Next one we have is As Above, So Below. I've seen this, I think, maybe once or twice, but each time I've seen it, I loved it. I love how eerie and creepy it is. Came out in 2014. This is a horror mystery thriller type of movie. When a team of explorers ventures into a catacombs that lies beneath the streets of Paris, they uncover the dark secrets that lies within the city of the dead. So if you researched anything about the Paris catacombs, A lot of people died down there, and this is like real. So like for them to make a movie off of this and like the background of it, it is really creepy and dark and oof. It gets there. It's one of those, it can mess with your psychological mind, I guess you could say. It's just really eerie. Just check it out, y'all. Next is Paranormal Activity. This came out in 2007. I remember when I saw this, I was with my best friend, my ex, and some other friends. We went for my birthday because Paranormal Activity came out my birthday night. We went to the midnight showing on October 21st, which was October 22nd at midnight. So yeah, we saw it for my birthday. This is a horror mystery. This is older, it is 2007, but you guys, the chills that you still get when you watch it is still uncomfortable. It's still fun and exciting to watch with your friends and stuff. After moving into a suburban home, a couple becomes increasingly disturbed by a nightly demonic presence. It gets creepy, y'all. I'm sure you've seen it, and if you haven't, check it out. I do recommend everyone see Paranormal Activity. There are like, I think like 4 more that came after. They're okay. I do say they get dull after every one of them. Like, it does get a little dull. Insidious, which came out 2010. This is a horror mystery thriller. Y'all, this is creepy, okay? Creepy, I'm not gonna lie. I still get scared by this movie. And the fact that it's PG-13, which is insane. Like, this should be rated R for sure. Okay, a family looks to prevent evil spirits from trapping their comatose child in a realm called the Further. So this is really creepy. The son's in a coma. Weird things are happening in the house, and the family is just affected by this, and it sucks. It's like, it's slightly miserable because they can't get out of it. So I recommend Insidious. I think there is a part 2 and 3. I saw the second one. The second one's good. I don't really like the third one, but the first one you have to watch, you guys. It's so good. And last but not least, because there's so many more horror movies that are coming out that I heard about in October, I am so excited to do another one of these videos. But this is Creep. Oh my gosh, this came out 2014, and there is a Creep 2 also that came out in 2017. I recommend both of them. Definitely gotta watch the first one though, so you get an idea of this guy. You literally, he makes your skin crawl. It's creepy. Okay, this is a horror thriller. A young videographer answers an online ad for a one-day job in a remote town to record the last messages of a dying man. When he notices the man's odd behavior, he starts to question his intentions. This guy is so creepy, you guys. This is not somebody that you would ever want to come across, and it just felt like it just was never gonna end. And you really get chills, you get creeped out like by his presence. It makes you like, ugh. I recommend this for sure. You gotta watch the first one, and then you can see the second one for sure. They're both good, but the first one's insane. So go watch Creep. Alright guys, that's what I have right now for Netflix horror recommendations. Like I said, there are new movies that are going to be coming out on Netflix in the month of October that I definitely will recommend. I will be watching, and I'll be watching other horror movies on other platforms, and I'll just be letting you guys know what you should be watching, what you should be binging. Light those candles, turn off the lights, grab a blanket, grab your boo or your friends, and watch these scary movies. It's so fun. So yeah, I do recommend all of these movies. I love horror. I'm an October baby, obviously. My birthday is next month, so I'm really excited to venture into this horror season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you guys like this video. Comment below, how do you like it, if you've seen any of these, or if you have any recommendations for me. I would love to know, and I'll go watch them. Like, I'm a huge moviegoer. Also, if you are new here, thank you guys for checking out this video, and make sure you stick along with us and like this video. Hit the bell and subscribe, please, so you can stay tuned to all my future videos. And also check out my past videos, they're pretty cool. And if you are familiar here, and if you're family here, thank you for coming back and enjoying this video. This is so fun to film because I love October, I love Halloween. As you can see, my little pumpkin friend. So yeah, we're in here, we're ready. I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.